Hi, my name is Lusiana. I'll tell you the story of Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a kind and beautiful girl whose name was Cinderella. She lived with her cruel stepmother and stepsister, where she was treated as a servant and spent her days cleaning, tidying, and waiting on them hand and foot. Swept the hallway, demanded stepmother. Clean the kitchen, cook cook our dinner, tidy our bedroom, mop the bedroom, wipe the windows. Quick, hurry. From now on, this is your room, since you will have to do all the housework. There's no need to wear nice clothes. Despite their cruelty, Cinderella will always remember her mother's word. Have a courage and be kind, my sweetie. One day, an invitation to a royal ball arrived. The prince was looking for a bride, and everyone in the kingdom was invited. Her stepmother immediately ordered new gown to be made for herself and her daughters. Cinderella worked day and night to prepare the new dress in time. So this is Cinderella's dress. Um, by the way, her friends is animals like bird and mouse, bees, like that. They help Cinderella to make a dress. On the day of the ball, as they were preparing to leave, Cinderella came down the stairs in a dress she had made for herself. This is his dress. This is her dress, I mean. Like this. And her stepmother and stepsister were so angry to see her looking so beautiful. They tore up the dress she had made for herself. No, they tore up the dress and left without Cinderella. Leave alone, Cinderella began to cry when all of a sudden her fairy godmothers appeared. Don't cry, my child. You shall go to the ball. But I don't have a dress to wear. Her fairy godmother waved her magic, and at once Cinderella's rags turned into a beautiful new ball gown. Then her her fairy godmother found six mice playing in the pumpkin. So then she touched them with her magic wand. Beebity bobbity boo. Tring! And the pumpkin turned into a beautiful coach, and the six mice into four white horses and two coachmen. When everything was ready, Cinderella waved goodbye to her fairy godmother. Goodbye, fairy godmother said. The magic will only last until midnight. You must reach home by then. When Cinderella entered the ballroom, mhm, next. When Cinderella entered the ballroom, the guests were struck by her beauty, and her stepmother and stepsister didn't know who she was. The prince asked Cinderella to dance, and she was overjoyed. The prince and Cinderella danced all evening until Cinderella noticed the clock approaching midnight, and she remembered her godmother's words. Suddenly he said, "Oh my goodness, I should leave now." As she ran down the steps of the palace, one of her glass slippers fell off, but Cinderella didn't stop to pick it up. She returned home just as the clock struck 12. Struck 12. Her her coach turned back into a pumpkin. Her her horse became mist, and she was wearing rags. Once more, her stepmother and stepsisters arrived arrived home shortly afterwards and were of full of thought of the beautiful girl who had danced all the night with the prince. And at the same time, the prince had fallen in love with Cinderella at the first sight. But he didn't even know her name. He picked up her glass slippers from the steps and declared, "I will marry her. I will marry the girl whose foot fits the slipper." The prince and his servants took the glass slippers to every house in the kingdom, but it didn't fit of any it didn't fit any of the women who tried it on. Cinderella's stepsister tried to squeeze their large feet into the dainty shoe, but the servant was afraid it might break. Cinderella's stepmother wouldn't let. Cinderella appeared and said, "Would you mind if I try to wear the shoe?" But Cinderella's mother wouldn't let she try on the slipper. But the prince said, "Wait, wait, let her try it." The slipper fit Cinderella's foot perfectly, and the prince realized this was the beautiful girl he had danced with at the ball. The prince had found the girl he was looking for. They were married and both lived happily ever after. So that's the story of Cinderella. How um what do you what do you think, guys? What do you think about this story? So so I found some quotes yes in Cinderella. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. So keep keeps believe. The moral value of this story is the beauty comes from your heart and your performance. If you want to succeed, you have to face the problem patiently. Hard working will lead you to success. To success. Nothing is impossible if you believe to be possible. Mm, it is the story of Cinderella. I mean, it is suitable for children such as kindergarten and elementary school. The topic taught a girl who is treated, treated poorly and saved her dismal existence. The theme of the story are good versus evil and like changing your life. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. See you later.